Robert Redford was an iconic American actor, Oscar-winning director, and the influential founder of the Sundance Institute and Sundance Film Festival. He died of natural causes at his home in Sundance, Utah, on September 16, 2025, at the age of 89. Redford became a major box office star in the 1960s and 1970s, often defined by his golden boy looks and charismatic screen presence. He achieved global fame as the Sundance Kid in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969, beginning a legendary partnership with Paul Newman. He starred in several era-defining classics, including The Way We Were, 1973, The Sting, 1973, and All the President's Men, 1976, where he played journalist Bob Woodward. His final starring role was in The Old Man and the Gun, 2018. He also appeared as Alexander Pierce in the Marvel Cinematic Universe films Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and Avengers: Endgame. Redford successfully transitioned to directing, earning immediate acclaim for his debut film, Ordinary People, 1980, which won the Academy Award for Best Director and Best Picture. Other notable films he directed include A River Runs Through It, 1992, Quiz Show, 1994, and The Horse Whisperer, 1998. In 1981, he founded the Sundance Institute to support independent filmmakers. The Associated Sundance Film Festival became the premier platform for indie cinema in the U.S. Redford received numerous prestigious awards throughout his life: Best Director, 1980, and an Academy Honorary Award, 2002, for his lifelong impact on the Presidential Medal of Freedom, 2016, Kennedy Center Honors, 2005, and the National Medal of Arts, 1996. He was a staunch advocate for environmental conservation, indigenous rights, and LGBTQ+ equality. Diane Keaton was an Academy Award-winning American actress, director, and fashion icon known for her idiosyncratic screen presence and signature androgynous style. She died at the age of 79 from bacterial pneumonia on October 11, 2025, in Santa Monica, California. Keaton's career spanned over 5 decades, beginning on the Broadway stage in the late 1960s before transitioning to film. She gained international fame as Kay Adams in Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather, 1972, and its sequels. Her most iconic performance came in Woody Allen's Annie Hall, 1977, for which she won the Academy Award for Best Actress. The role established her as a cultural icon, particularly for her menswear-inspired wardrobe of neckties and fedoras. She received 3 additional Oscar nominations for her roles in Reds, 1981, Marvin's Room, 1996, and Something's Gotta Give, 2003. She starred in numerous popular films, including Father of the Bride, 1991, The First Wives Club, 1996, The Family Stone, 2005, and Book Club, 2018. Keaton directed several feature films, including the documentary Heaven, 1987, and the dramedy Hanging Up, 2000, as well as episodes of television series like Twin Peaks. She was a prolific writer, publishing memoirs such as Then Again, 2011, and several books on architecture and photography. Keaton was known for her independence and never married, though she had high-profile relationships with Woody Allen, Warren Beatty, and Al Pacino. She adopted 2 children, daughter Dexter and son Duke, in her 50s. Following her death in late 2025, she was honored with numerous tributes at major industry events, including the 2026 Critics' Choice Awards. Her career and life will be celebrated in February 2026 with a special film retrospective titled Looking for Ms. Keaton. Gene Hackman's career spanned over 6 decades, marked by his authentic performances in diverse roles. He won 2 Academy Awards, Best Actor for The French Connection, 1971, and Best Supporting Actor for Unforgiven, 1992. He received Oscar nominations for his work in Bonnie and Clyde, 1967, I Never Sang for My Father, 1970, and Mississippi Burning, 1988. His notable filmography also includes The Conversation, 1974, Superman, 1978, Hoosiers, 1986, and The Royal Tenenbaums, 2001. Hackman retired from acting in 2004 to focus on writing historical fiction. Hackman and his second wife, Betsy Arakawa, were found dead at their Santa Fe home on February 26, 2025, prompting an investigation. Evidence suggested Hackman likely died around February 18, 2025, while Betsy had passed away approximately a week earlier, around February 11th. Hackman's death was attributed to natural causes, including heart disease and high blood pressure, with advanced Alzheimer's disease as a contributing factor. Authorities believe his Alzheimer's may have prevented him from realizing his wife had died, leaving him alone for several days. Betsy Arakawa's death was caused by hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, a rare illness transmitted by rodents. In January 2026, their longtime New Mexico estate was listed for sale for approximately $6.25 million. Was a legendary Academy Award-winning American actor and novelist, celebrated as one of the greatest performers of his generation. He died at the age of 95 in February 2025 at his home in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Val Kilmer was a versatile and acclaimed American actor celebrated for his intense performances and charismatic presence. He died at the age of 65 on April 1, 2025, in Los Angeles from pneumonia following a long-term battle with throat cancer. Kilmer's career spanned over 4 decades, beginning on the stage before he transitioned to Hollywood stardom in the 1980s and 90s. He gained global fame as the competitive naval aviator Iceman in Top Gun 1986. Other career-defining performances include his portrayal of Jim Morrison in The Doors 1991, Doc Holliday in Tombstone 1993, and the title character in Batman Forever 1995. He was widely praised for his range in films such as Heat 1995, The Saint 1997, and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang 2005. His last film appearance was reprising his role as Iceman in Top Gun Maverick 2022. His real-life health struggles were integrated into the character, who communicated primarily through a computer screen. Diagnosed with throat cancer in 2014, Kilmer underwent chemotherapy and 2 tracheotomies that permanently damaged his vocal cords, leaving his voice a faint rasp. In 2021, he released the deeply personal documentary Val, which used decades of his own home movies to chronicle his career and health journey. The film received critical acclaim at the Cannes Film Festival. A lifelong Christian Scientist, Kilmer was also a prolific writer and artist. He published a memoir, I'm Your Huckleberry, 2020, and spent his later years focused on painting and photography. Kilmer was married to actress Joanne Whalley from 1988 to 1996. They had 2 children, Mercedes and Jack, who both became actors. In early 2026, he was honored with several posthumous tributes, including a moment of silence at major industry events. Rob Reiner was a prolific American actor, director, and activist who left an indelible mark on Hollywood through generation-defining comedies and dramas. He died on December 14, 2025, at the age of 78. Reiner had a significant career both in front of and behind the camera. He was widely known for his role as Michael Meathead Stivic on All in the Family, earning 2 Emmy Awards. Reiner directed a diverse range of successful films, including This Is Spinal Tap, 1984, Stand By Me, 1986, The Princess Bride, 1987, When Harry Met Sally, 1989, Misery, 1990, and the Academy Award-nominated A Few Good Men, 1992. Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, were found deceased in their Brentwood home on December 14, 2025, with stab wounds. Their son, Nick Reiner, was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. As of early 2026, the case was progressing towards trial. Reiner was remembered at several awards ceremonies in early 2026. Host Chelsea Handler paid tribute to Reiner and his wife's humanitarian work. Host Nikki Glazer concluded the show with a nod to Reiner's film This Is Spinal Tap. David Lynch was a visionary American filmmaker, visual artist, and musician, widely considered one of the most significant directors of his era. He passed away at the age of 78 on January 16, 2025, in Los Angeles, California. Lynch was famous for his surreal, dreamlike narratives that blended mundane Americana with unsettling, grotesque, or supernatural elements, a style commonly described as Lynchian. His breakthrough came with the cult horror film Eraserhead, 1977. He went on to direct critically acclaimed works, including The Elephant Man, 1980, Blue Velvet, 1986, and Mulholland Drive, 2001, all of which earned him Academy Award nominations for Best Director. He co-created and directed the landmark series Twin Peaks, 1990, 1991, 2017, which remains a cultural touchstone. His filmography also includes the controversial Dune, 1984, the Palme d'Or-winning Wild at Heart, 1990, Lost Highway, 1997, and his final feature film, Inland Empire, 2006. In August 2024, Lynch announced he had been diagnosed with emphysema due to years of smoking, which left him largely homebound. His death on January 16, 2025, was attributed to natural causes related to his emphysema. Reports indicated his condition had been exacerbated when he was evacuated from his home due to Southern California wildfires earlier that month. He is buried at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Beyond film, Lynch was an abstract painter, furniture designer, and a dedicated advocate for transcendental meditation, founding the David Lynch Foundation in 2005 to promote its benefits. On what would have been his 80th birthday in January 2026, he was honored globally with retrospective screenings and tributes, celebrating his enduring influence on cinema. Michelle Trachtenberg was an American actress who rose to fame as a child star in the 1990s and became a cult icon for her roles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Gossip Girl. She died at the age of 39 on February 26, 2025, in New York City. Trachtenberg's career spanned over 3 decades, beginning with commercials at age 3. She gained early recognition as Nona F. Mecklenburg in The Adventures of Pete and Pete, 1994-1996, and starred in the title role of the 1996 film Harriet the Spy. From 2000 to 2003, she played Dawn Summers, the younger sister of the title character, appearing in 66 episodes. She portrayed the manipulative socialite Georgina Sparks from 2008 to 2012, a role she reprised in the 2022-2023 reboot. She starred in the teen comedy Eurotrip, 2004, the Disney film Ice Princess, 2005, and the fantasy comedy 17 Again, 2009. Trachtenberg was found unresponsive in her Manhattan apartment by her mother on February 26, 2025. Her death was ruled natural, and no foul play was suspected. The New York City medical examiner determined she died from complications of diabetes mellitus. In the year leading up to her death, Trachtenberg had faced health challenges, including undergoing a liver transplant in 2024. While she publicly denied rumors of illness at the time, colleagues and family noted she had been struggling privately for several years. In January 2026, Trachtenberg was remembered as one of the most impactful stars lost in 2025, with fans and former co-stars like Sarah Michelle Gellar and Blake Lively continuing to post tributes celebrating her talent and unique spirit. Brigitte Bardot was a legendary French actress, singer, and fashion icon who became a global symbol of sexual liberation in the 1950s and 60s. She died at the age of 91 on December 28, 2025, at her home in Saint-Tropez, France. Often referred to by her initials BB, Bardot was one of the first non-English-speaking actresses to achieve massive stardom in the United States. She rose to international fame in And God Created Woman, 1956, directed by her first husband, Roger Vadim. Her critically acclaimed work includes Henri-Georges Clouzot's The Truth, 1960, Jean-Luc Godard's Contempt, 1963, and the Western comedy Viva Maria, 1965. At the height of her fame in 1973, she abruptly retired from acting at age 39, stating she wanted to get out elegantly. Following her retirement, Bardot reinvented herself as a fierce animal rights activist. In 1986, she established her eponymous foundation to fight against animal cruelty, notably campaigning against seal hunting and bullfighting. In later years, she became a polarizing figure due to her vocal support for far-right politics and repeated convictions for inciting racial hatred through anti-immigrant and anti-Muslim remarks. Bardot died peacefully in her sleep at her famous Saint-Tropez estate, La Madrague. Her husband, Bernard Dormal, later shared that she had been battling cancer and had undergone 2 surgeries recently. French President Emmanuel Macron paid tribute, calling her a legend of the century. Her funeral was held on January 7, 2026, at the Notre-Dame de l'Assomption Church in Saint-Tropez. The ceremony was broadcast on large screens throughout the town for hundreds of mourning fans. Malcolm Jamal Warner was an American actor, director, and musician best known for his role as Theodore "Theo" Huxtable on the iconic NBC sitcom The Cosby Show, 1984-1992. He died at the age of 54 on July 20, 2025, after accidentally drowning during a family vacation in Costa Rica. Warner enjoyed a prolific career spanning over 4 decades in television, film, and music. For his portrayal of Theo Huxtable, the only son of Cliff and Claire Huxtable, he received a Primetime Emmy nomination in 1986. He starred in the UPN sitcom Malcolm and Eddie, 1996-2000, and the BET series Read Between the Lines, 2011-2015. More recently, he was a series regular on the medical drama The Resident, 2018-2023, as Dr. A.J. the Raptor Austin. He directed music videos for artists like New Edition and episodes of several TV shows, including The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Kenan and Kel. An accomplished musician and spoken word artist, he won a Grammy Award in 2015 for Best Traditional R&B Performance, Jesus Children, and was nominated in 2023 for Best Spoken Word Poetry Album for Hiding in Plain View. On July 20, 2025, Warner was swimming at Playa Grande de Coclis in the Limon province of Costa Rica when he was caught in a powerful rip current. While bystanders were able to rescue his daughter and others in his group, Warner was found unconscious and pronounced dead at the scene following failed resuscitation efforts. His death sparked widespread tributes from the entertainment industry, including former co-stars Tracy Ellis Ross and the cast of The Resident. In late 2025 and early 2026, he was posthumously featured in several in memoriam segments at major awards ceremonies, including the 2026 Golden Globes. Claudia Cardinale was a legendary Italian actress and a prominent figure of the golden age of European cinema. She died at the age of 87 on September 23, 2025, at her home in Nemours, France, following a long illness. Cardinale achieved international stardom in the 1960s, often celebrated as one of the most beautiful women in the world. She is best known for her roles in cinematic classics such as Federico Fellini's 812, 1963, Luchino Visconti's The Leopard, 1963, and Sergio Leone's epic western Once Upon a Time in the West, 1968. She starred in popular English-language films, including The Pink Panther, 1963, Circus World, 1964, and The Professionals, 1966. Over a career spanning more than 6 decades, she received the Honorary Golden Lion at the Venice Film Festival, 1993, and the Honorary Golden Bear at the Berlin International Film Festival, 2002. Cardinale was a devoted advocate for women's rights and served as a UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador starting in 2000. Born in Tunis to Sicilian parents, she initially won a beauty contest in 1957 that declared her the most beautiful Italian girl in Tunisia, which led to her first film contracts. She was a vocal supporter of the Me Too movement and spoke candidly about her own experiences with trauma early in her career. At the time of her death in late 2025, she was regarded as one of the last surviving icons of her era. In early 2026, she was posthumously honored during in memoriam segments at major film events, including the Golden Globes. Ozzy Osbourne was a legendary English musician and media personality, widely honored as the godfather of heavy metal and the Prince of Darkness. He died at the age of 76 on July 22, 2025, at his home in Buckinghamshire, England. Osbourne's massive influence on music and pop culture spanned over 5 decades. He rose to fame in the 1970s as the original lead vocalist for Black Sabbath, pioneering the heavy metal genre with iconic albums like Paranoid 1970 and Master of Reality 1971. After being fired from the band in 1979, he launched a highly successful solo career, releasing multi-platinum albums such as Blizzard of Oz 1980 and Diary of a Madman 1981. His solo work featured legendary guitarists like Randy Rhoads and Zakk Wylde. In the early 2000s, he reached a new generation of fans as a lovable patriarch in the MTV reality show The Osbournes, alongside his wife Sharon and children Kelly and Jack. He was twice inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, first with Black Sabbath in 2006 and again as a solo artist in 2024. On July 5, 2025, Osbourne performed his final Back to the Beginning show in his hometown of Birmingham. Despite being seated on a throne due to mobility issues, he reunited with original Black Sabbath members for a triumphant final bow. His official death certificate recorded his cause of death as a heart attack, acute myocardial infarction, with coronary artery disease and Parkinson's disease cited as contributing factors. His final years were marked by significant health battles, including Parkinson's and spinal injuries. A concert film of his farewell show, Back to the Beginning, Ozzy's Final Bow, is scheduled to debut in early 2026. Chris Rea was a highly successful British singer-songwriter and guitarist, best known for his distinctive husky voice, masterful slide guitar playing, and the perennial festive hit Driving Home for Christmas. He died at the age of 74 on December 22, 2025, following a short illness. Rea sold over 30 million albums worldwide during a career that spanned more than 5 decades. He achieved initial success in 1978 with the single Fool, If You Think It's Over, which earned him a Grammy nomination for Best New Artist. His most successful period was the late 1980s and early 90s, with multi-platinum albums like The Road to Hell, 1989, and Auberge, 1991, both of which reached #1 in the UK. His notable songs include The Road to Hell, Part 2, On the Beach, Let's Dance, Josephine, and Stainsby Girls. In later years, particularly after a serious health battle in the early 2000s, he shifted his focus from adult-oriented rock toward his original passion for Delta blues. Rea was known for his remarkable resilience in the face of numerous life-threatening health issues. Diagnosed at age 33, he underwent several major operations, including the removal of his pancreas, which left him with type 1 diabetes. In 2016, he suffered a stroke that affected his speech and mobility, yet he recovered enough to record and tour his 24th studio album, Road Songs for Lovers, 2017. A lifelong enthusiast of historic motor racing, Rea frequently raced vintage Ferraris and Lotuses. He even worked as a pit lane mechanic for the Jordan Formula One team during the 1995 Monaco Grand Prix. He was deeply committed to his family, famously refusing to tour the United States to avoid long periods away from his wife Joan and their 2 daughters, Josephine and Julia. He passed away peacefully in a London hospital just 3 days before Christmas 2025, surrounded by his family. Tributes from his hometown of Middlesbrough and across the music world celebrated him as a Teesside icon. Marianne Faithfull was an iconic English singer, songwriter, and actress who became a symbol of both the swinging 60s and artistic resilience. She passed away at the age of 78 on January 30th, 2025, in London. Faithfull's career spanned over 60 years and was marked by a dramatic transformation from a doe-eyed pop star to a gravel-voiced cabaret performer. Discovered at age 16, she rose to fame with the 1964 hit As Tears Go By, the first song written by Mick Jagger and Keith Richards. During her highly publicized relationship with Mick Jagger, 1966-1970, she inspired iconic songs like Wild Horses and You Can't Always Get What You Want, and co-wrote Sister Morphine. After surviving a period of homelessness and heroin addiction in the 1970s, she returned with the landmark album Broken English, 1979. Her once melodic voice had become raspy and keep, a whiskey-soaked sound that critics praised for its raw emotional power. She released 21 studio albums in total, collaborating with artists like Nick Cave, PJ Harvey, and Metallica. Her final album, She Walks in Beauty, 2021, featured her reciting poetry of Keats and Shelley. Faithfull also maintained a successful parallel career as an actress. Notable roles included The Girl on a Motorcycle, 1968, Ophelia in Hamlet, 1969, and an Academy Award-nominated performance in Arena Palm, 2007. A resident of Paris for many years, she was named a Commander of the Order of Arts and Letters by the French government in 2011. Faithfull died peacefully in London, surrounded by her family. While a specific cause of death was not initially released, she had struggled with long-term health issues, including emphysema and lingering complications from COVID-19. A memorial service was held in May 2025 at St. Mary's Church in Aldworth, where she was buried next to her mother. The service was attended by figures such as Ringo Starr and Kate Moss.